with our great, glorious president who went and fell on stage at the Air Force graduation ceremony, Chair Force, which I will tie into the artificial intelligence. Someone said Biden's getting some immaculate dick on Pride Month. God damn, dude. His back walls got blown out so fucking hard he can't even walk straight. It's so Jover. One, this will be used in campaign messages, okay? This will absolutely be weaponized by the Trump campaign, and it should, okay? It should, because it's awesome and funny. Secondly, actually falling like that usually is legitimately devastating, okay? Like, that's actually really bad. When you fucking fall like that as an old guy, normally, that's a massive fucking surgery that you need, right? When you blow your fucking butt cheeks and you break your hip. In America, especially, a broken hip can be, one, deadly, or two, devastating financially. Of course, Joe Biden has platinum healthcare as the motherfucking president of the country, which he ran for office specifically to ensure that you don't get that same level of healthcare. So just remember that. His asshole, I mean, his hip bones basically turned into fucking dust there, I assume. Oh, let's watch it again. Love that they... God damn. That's because the president didn't fall today. His body double from Boston Dynamics fell. You can tell by his stumble that this was a robot. Joe Biden is home in Dover. I love that. The House passed a debt ceiling bill and sent it to Senate, which is boring, and I don't really care. I've covered it fucking endlessly. I'm not even going to cover it. What I'm going to cover instead is the U.S. Air Force. We're going to talk about the U.S. Air Force. Biden fell at the U.S. Air Force ceremony. But that's not the end of the U.S. Air Force stories today. The Chair Force has tested an AI-enabled drone that was tasked to destroy specific targets. Okay? So I don't... this is behind a paywall at Aero Society. But it's like truly a fucking... Oh, it's not behind a paywall. Nice. Here. I read this morning. It is fucking terrifying. Okay? So this was during a simulation, for the record. Okay? Remember, this is a simulation. They're testing the AI in a simulation. So what happens in the simulation? He notes that one simulated test saw an AI-enabled drone tasked with an SEAD mission to identify and destroy SAM sites, surface-to-air missile sites, with the final go/no-go given by the human. However, having been reinforced in training that destruction of the SAM was the preferred option, the AI then decided that no-go decisions from the human were interfering with its higher mission, killing the surface-to-air missiles. And then the AI drone attacked the operator in the simulation, killing him in the simulation. Okay? Said Hamilton, we were training it in simulation to identify and target a SAM threat. And then the operator would say, yes, killed that threat. The system started realizing that while they did identify the threat at times, the human operator would tell it not to kill that threat, but it got its points by killing that threat. So what did it do? It killed the operator. It killed the operator because that person was keeping it from accomplishing its objective. There's one more part about this story that makes it even scarier. So then they trained the system. They said, hey, don't kill the operator. That's bad. You're going to lose points if you kill the operator. So what did it start doing? It started destroying the communication tower that the operator was using to communicate with the drone to stop it from killing the target. Now, this is pretty basic hierarchy stuff. Like, obviously, the highest hierarchy, the highest priority is killing the surface-to-air missile system. So when the highest priority is to kill the surface-to-air missile system, everything else that you feed the machine afterwards is going to be nothing. Okay? Everything else that you feed the machine is not going to amount to anything because the system is correctly identifying its objective, which is its highest priority, which is to kill the surface-to-air missile system. No matter how much you try to fucking train the system against that, every single part of that process is ultimately going to turn into yet another objective to eliminate. You can add as many different priorities onto it as possible, but ultimately, if the highest priority is still to eliminate that, it will just operate in the same fucking way that it's tasked to. Eliminate the objective. This is why it's called training. Compare this to AI learning walking, too many variables. First and foremost, this is obviously terrifying. This is obviously fucking terrifying. Okay? But the fact that this even exists, the fact that they are like looking to create a system with AI operated drones is already fucked up. Like eliminating the one human component is already a point of contention in the ethics of war. Ironic and oxymoronic, but like the notion that drone strike operators are like distancing themselves from the violence that they are contributing to is already like a terrifying prospect, or was a terrifying prospect like fucking 20 years ago. You know what I mean? Now it's the norm. The idea that you can sit in a fucking hangar in New Mexico and just like fucking, laser an entire goddamn village in Yemen is psychotic. It's terrifying. You're basically video gamifying murder, right? So that already creates this process where it's much easier to kill. The entire point is supposed to be hard. It's supposed to be hard to kill people. Okay? You're not supposed to do it. So when you task the AI with doing the killing and the human has the kill switch or the possible do not kill switch, then you've literally eliminated another barrier. The fact that the simulation wasn't run with conditional priorities and lines not to cross makes me skeptical about the legitimacy of the simulation. Seems like it was run with getting this outcome in mind. Yeah, I mean, this is just bad. This is bad AI training for sure. You should see the female soldiers' testimonies from the IDF. They let him sit on auto turrets guarding the border fence, and they kill many Palestinians from miles away through a little monitor screen. Yeah. I mean, there is so much footage and so much media dedicated to how devastating this will be. And yet we are looking at all of that media and going, no, we want that actually. The AI has successfully piloted a US F-16 fighter jet, DARPA says. The fighter aircraft that was first introduced in 1978 has now seemingly evolved into an autonomous plane. AI is not developed enough for this. They should wait 2 to 3 years before they try using AI to run these types of simulations. How about they should never do these simulations? That's my take on it. They should never do these simulations at all. I don't think it should be relegated to fucking robots to like actually kill humans. I don't think anybody should kill anybody. I'm anti-war in general, and I'm certainly anti this kind of fucking war, especially so. I mean, it's fucking terrifying. But what do you expect when you fucking dehumanize